said that she...
Hey everybody, look, I feel like the people who will watch this, I feel like you're judging me, and you know what, I receive that. It's been a little while, but I need you to understand that I'm regular, so it'd be hard, you know what I'm saying? But I got some downtime. I want to talk and I want to put on makeup, and I'm just gonna let you guys know what's been going on, what's old, what's new. I'm fresh out the shower laced with baby powder right now, so like I'm like the cleanest person on earth. So you're dirty, so let's just start with that. Your body dirty. Period. So we're gonna get started here. Just gonna chit chat. Go ahead and subscribe and like, you know, do all that stuff. If you don't, I mean, it's free. If you do, it's free. I mean, what are you losing? That's what I say. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it popping. Welcome back. Let's talk about some stuff. And we got a few new things that we're going to be trying out, so I hope they're pretty cool. I've been trying out some new stuff too. I've had plenty of time to do that because I haven't been here. That's for gosh darn sure. I'm going to be starting off with eyes today. Usually, well, let me tell y'all what's going on. Don't talk about my fingers. I know I don't have nails on, and y'all probably have never seen me this way, but I'm giving it a little break. I'll be getting them done next week sometime or something. I don't know. I'm getting to the point where I don't care because my life is so easy because I don't have nails. Ever heard of it? Ever heard of easy life with no nails? So yeah, I actually went to Ulta today. I woke up this morning and I cleaned up a little bit, and I went to Ulta and I got some stuff that I've been curious to try, and this palette being one of them. I wasn't gonna buy it, I'm gonna be honest, and not for any specific reason, because there's no bigger fan of Aina than me, but I wasn't gonna buy this because I literally just wasn't in the mood. I haven't worn eyeshadow in I don't know how long. My last video of me wearing eyeshadow was probably the last time I wore eyeshadow. I've been going through so much. Let's get the video started. I need to explain to you guys what's been happening to me. This is pretty. Ooh, satisfying. So this is gorgeous. This mirror is perfect. What is this? What is this strap here? Nighttime Jackie and then like daytime Jackie. Like this is what she did. I know the tricks. You don't have to tell me because I know. I was there. I am the producer. We're gonna conceal here, and I'm probably gonna do one eye. I haven't done this in so long. What do you do? Like, how does makeup even go? I don't know. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna discuss the shadows, and as I do my skin, I'll give you guys the lowdown. I'm starting off with the shade, I feel like everybody starts off with the shade from the videos I've seen, Edges, because this is the ideal transition shade for me as far as warmth. So I'm gonna pack it first. I got the other palette. My only other palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills was the Alyssa Edwards palette. And what I've noticed about Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, they're really good on a wet base. They can change shade based on the if the base is wet or dry. I like it on a wet base better though. I really don't mind. It's kind of aggravating though after a while when you start blending things out. But what I notice is you gotta pack it on first. I feel like that's the best way. You pack it on first and then you blend out the edges after. I have like something in mind though with this palette. I'm gonna go in with Supreme. Put on some Supreme. I'm gonna pack her on and blend her out. That's what I'm gonna do. And now I'm gonna go in with Pinker and put her right under. I'm gonna take some credit and put that on this outer edge here. And since I have hooded eyes, what I tend to do with my darkest shades, I put it right into the flat. Conceal it down. I'll take my non-nail finger here. And then we'll take Miss Wiggle. Oh, baby, baby. I don't know what I was expecting. Honestly, I don't know what I was expecting. But this is not what I was expecting. Oh, dear Lord in heaven. would be that name. Okay, I'm taking more of credit, buffing out the edges. All right, what I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna take Zam, and I'm gonna take that. I feel like I know what this is gonna do. That's what I thought. Let me spray her because she is slightly tackier. I mean, not tackier, slightly chunkier. And I'm just gonna use this to put on top of Wigglies. This, I feel like Zam will look beautiful by itself on like a naked lid, and just like a little bit of that in the center with like a natural look. I feel like that would be pretty. I'm gonna do my other eye, throw in some lashes, and we'll move on, man. We're gonna move on. All right. We back and we better. I mean, what beautiful shades, truly. Truly, Jackie, where you come up with the flop? Well, you tell me. We're not all the way done, but I'm digging that. All right, we're gonna get into skin. I got some new stuff and I can't wait. All right, so what do I do first? Yeah. Okay, so giving you guys this update, and I call it an update because things are really, you know, I just feel like, you know that song, Change Gonna Come? That's what's going on. That is truly, this is the Juvia's Place foundation in the shade Angola. Shout out to that video, it did really good. The hype around this foundation was so real when I dropped that video, so that video did really good. So I'm using that only on the middle of my face. I will tell you why later. But so, I don't know if you guys, fairly a new channel, and everyone comes in at different times. So just giving a little history, I was working at a job for almost, it'll be 4 years in March. So, you know, a little bit of time. And I was absolutely miserable. I went through a lot working at that job. Not only was it something that I was very good at it, don't get me wrong. I was recognized plenty of times for how well I did. And, but that wasn't something that I really wanted to do. I think a lot of people are in that place where they're doing something they don't really want to do. And so that's what that job was for me. It was something that I had to do because I had bills to pay and I need to pay my bills. So work the job that's going to pay you. The money was all right. It got the job done. So there wasn't really much complaining that I was trying to do while there. But it was hard not to because I know what it is I want to do, which is this. And I want to be in beauty, but obviously that comes with time and consistency, which is something that I got to work on. But I'm now going to go in with the Born This Way Too Faced foundation, and I'm in the shade Tiramisu, and I'm going to use that on the rest of my face. Being there really taught me a lot. It taught me patience and how to shut my mouth, for lack of better words, because you know what I'm saying, you don't want to block your blessings. And I would speak negatively about that job a lot because it's just something that I did not want to do. I mean, I just couldn't take it. And like I said, not only was it something that I didn't want to do, but it was just a company that I don't really care for. And the things that they say they do and they say that they help with and they help people with is, to me, in my opinion, the exact opposite is not the case. Like, no, you don't. So it was really hard to bite the bullet for 3 years with that. I'm a Christian, so this is gonna get Christian-like. So I don't mean to offend anybody, but it's who I am. So I remember being in a church service, and I think my brother, who I love so much, but my brother, I was telling him, I said, I'm not going into 2020 working for this job. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. This job was, like I told you guys before, it was a video from a while back, but I was working from home. Being that I started to get the attitude that I had about the job, my numbers begin to decrease and fall below of what is required to be a work from home worker, agent. So I started taking too many bathroom breaks and, not being on the phone enough and all types of things like that. As punishment, my work from home privileges were revoked and I had to go back in office to work. I no longer could work from home. And I will be the first one to tell you, and I'm gonna take full accountability for my actions because it's a fact and it is true. I was lacking because number one, I was bored. Number two, I don't want to do this and I'm just really fed up. So going back in office just really, honestly, it really tore me up. I'm going in with the concealer, and this is the Juvia's Place concealer. This is only my third time using it. This is shade number 8, which is called, I could have sworn they had names. No, this is just J8. So I'm using this. I've been using this. It's very mattifying. It's just as full coverage as Juvia's Place. Using Juvia's Place and this concealer together, though, for my skin, it's too dry. And I will look dry. As one night this week we were going to church and I used the Juvia's Place foundation all over this concealer by itself, and then I used this new setting spray that I'll talk to you guys about later. I used all that together and my skin looked so dry. It wasn't until an hour and a half, 2 hours later where my skin started looking really good, because the products are flawless but they are so mattifying. And so my skin, along with the setting spray, so my skin just looked so dry. And Kenny even looked at me in the car on the way to church and he was like, "Babe, why you look so dry?" And I was like, "I know." And if Kenny says something and notices something about makeup, because usually if it looks good, he really ain't got nothing to say because he really doesn't know what to say because he doesn't know about makeup really. He'll just say, "You look good, babe." That's all he'll say. But he really doesn't know the ins and outs. But if he said it, then I know my skin was looking crazy. But this concealer is bomb. It really is bomb though. And this is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade Cocoa. And I use this under my eye because Juvia's Place is way too much to use under my eye by itself. I crease already, so it being just extra dry under my eye I was just looking, it was flawless but it was dry, and that's just not okay. And I'm going to use my small fluff brush by ColourPop to blend that out. So it was really a bad time. I did a lot of complaining. I was getting on my husband's nerve a lot. I feel like I was getting on everybody's nerves because every time they would ask me how things were going and how's it going into office. And this office, from where I live, I don't want to say too much, but it's over an hour away from my house. So now you're telling me I'm working a job that I don't want to be at, and I've been out for so long, and I don't have any other choice because I'm not getting hired anywhere else, and I have to go to this job to work. It's 18 steps back, So, but that's what I was doing because I had to do what I had to do, and I basically had to suck it up. So I used this opportunity. Basically, I didn't have as many distractions, obviously, in the office as I do at home with television, and I would sit here at home and work, and I would do wigs at the same time and curl hair and put on makeup and all this stuff and try to fit it into while I was working because it was therapeutic for me and it made time working go by even faster. So that's what I would do, and it really, honestly, it was the best thing ever. Honestly, it really got me through. Me working on content stuff and makeup and hair, it really helped me mentally. In my mind, it made doing the job easier that I didn't want to do. Now being in office, you literally can only work. That's all you can do. Of course, you're not going to sit there and do all that right there. You know what I'm saying?